A week after our divorce, I was still adjusting to the silence of my apartment. No more arguments, no more slammed doors, and no more awkward dinners where we barely spoke. It felt strange, but not entirely painful, more like the quiet after a long storm. I wasn't heartbroken, just tired. I thought I'd have time to reflect, maybe travel and figure things out slowly. But then something unexpected happened. I was scrolling through Facebook one evening when I saw her post. My ex-wife, Rachel, had uploaded a full album titled The Start of Forever. Confused, I clicked. The first photo showed her in a white lace dress, standing beside a man I didn't recognize. My eyes widened as I read the caption. "Can't believe I found my true happiness. Married the love of my life today." At first, I blinked, wondering if this was some kind of joke or old photo. But no, the date confirmed it. This was posted just 7 days after our divorce papers were signed. I stared at the screen, unsure of what to feel. Shock, confusion, maybe a little bit of anger, but mostly disbelief. I wasn't upset that she moved on. It was the speed that stunned me. Had she been seeing this guy before we officially split? Or had she just picked someone out of thin air to fill the space? I looked at the man in the photos. He was average-looking, short, stocky, with a goofy grin that didn't seem to leave his face in any of the pictures. In one shot, he was holding her bouquet awkwardly while she adjusted her veil. In another, he stood off to the side as her friends posed with her, completely ignored. He looked more like a guest than a groom. The more I looked, the funnier it got. I noticed his pants were slightly too long, his hairline oddly uneven like he had given himself a haircut. There was even a photo where he was giving a toast, holding his glass backward while trying to look confident. I let out a genuine laugh. Not out of bitterness, but disbelief. This was the man she left me for. The same woman who used to criticize the way I folded laundry was now married to someone who looked like he couldn't fold a napkin. But beyond the humor, there was something else. A strange sense of closure. Seeing Rachel rush into another marriage so quickly made me realize how different we really were. She had always been impatient, always needing things to move fast. She didn't like to sit in discomfort or face hard emotions. I, on the other hand, needed time to process, to reflect. It explained so much about why we never truly worked. I thought back to our last year together. The growing distance, the arguments about little things that somehow turned into big fights. We stopped listening to each other, stopped trying. I guess I had already lost her long before the divorce, and now seeing her with Daniel, yes, that was his name, I found it on her tagged posts, I felt no pain. Just a quiet sense of understanding. Rachel was chasing what she always chased. The next thrill, the next big moment. Maybe Daniel made her laugh, or maybe he was just there at the right time. Either way, it wasn't my place to judge anymore. I had my own life to rebuild, my own peace to protect. That night, I shut my laptop, made a cup of tea, and sat by the window. The city lights flickered quietly below, and for the first time in a long while, I felt genuinely at peace. Life has a strange way of teaching us through moments that once felt like losses. And sometimes, the funniest things show us the most truth, like your ex-wife's new husband holding a handbag that clashed with his suit.